Welcome back to Pittsburgh Living on KDKA TV. I'm your host, Carol Lee Espy, and today we're featuring 7 excellent tri-state businesses. Coming up, we'll feature Dawn Roten from the Pennsylvania School for the Deaf and Kookie Harris from New Image Hair Clinic. But right now, let's welcome Brian Bricker from Life Pittsburgh. Welcome to Pittsburgh Living. We've got a lot of Pittsburgh and life and living involved.
Absolutely.
What is Life Pittsburgh?
Life Pittsburgh is a program that seniors rely on for all of their health care needs and their social needs. It's for people that choose to live independently in home, and they come to know us as the people that can help to support them. The life in our name stands for living for independence for the elderly. So we support all of their medical, social, and spiritual needs so that they can continue that life. We provide in-home care as well as care in our adult day centers. We provide all of the transportation, medications, and so forth.
Is there a certain age you need to be? When does this start?
Yeah, it's for folks that are 55 or older,
Okay.
and another qualification is that they need to live in Allegheny County. And beyond that, we really serve people of all different needs. We serve people that might just need a little bit of help remembering to take their medications, and they want to see a doctor and they want a coordination of care, to people that need much more involved coordination of care, in-home services. And you know, as people age, their needs change, and we change with them.
They do. And we have a pretty large elderly population in Pittsburgh, and a lot of their kids aren't here
Right.
to take care of them.
That's another really appealing part of our program, and something that we get quite a bit of phone calls about are the family and caregivers that worry about their loved ones, and they want to respect their wishes to allow them to live at home, but they worry that they can't be there all of the time. So again, they rely on us to help to be the ones to provide that support.
So if you have, and I know this is a hard way to explain it, but some people need several different people taking care of them. Can you coordinate that?
We do, and that's an important part of our program, is that coordination of care. So often people are seeing a lot of different doctors for different conditions, and it's really confusing to remember what that doctor said about your condition, what their instructions were on your care, let alone the scheduling and arranging transportation to and from all of those.
So you do all of that?
We'd handle all of that. So we have one point physician that's going to coordinate all of that care, really know who's on what page, and get them all on the same page, as well as handling the scheduling of the transportation, scheduling the actual appointments, and pulling that together to make sure people get what they need.
And that's key too for medications, because sometimes one doctor doesn't know what the other doctor is prescribing.
Right, and some people will go to 2 different pharmacies to save a few dollars because medication's so expensive. And again, we coordinate that. We pay and provide for all medications, so there's no co-payment, there's no worrying about how you're going to get to the drugstore on a snowy day or anything like that. We actually will physically give you the medicines, we'll prescribe it and pay for it, and there's no co-pays or anything associated with it.
And financially, how does that work? Does insurance cover that?
Yep, for people that financially qualify, the program's actually free. It's a great
that's
perk.
wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for those that don't qualify financially, they can privately pay, and it's still a great value. But for those that qualify, there's no co-payment for anything. So we provide full medical coverage, physician, primary care doctors, specialists, all of nursing care, physical therapy, occupational therapy, social work, as well as the medications, transportation, in-home services. It's all covered. There's no co-pays. So seniors often find that they're saving quite a bit a month in their pocket. And so
a lot of the logistics too are off of their mind at that point.
Exactly.
Someone else is coordinating that and taking care of it. And you can also work with their children to help, so they know what's going on.
We
That's
do,
wonderful.
and we partner with the families quite a bit. People in our program are called participants because they participate in their care, and their family is an extension of that. They also participate in their care. So we find the best ways that we can help. If something's working, if a caregiver is in the home, really enjoys caring for the person in a certain way, we'll respect that, and we'll just be kind of a safety net and work where we can. Other people that might live out of town that need us more involved, we can step it up. And again, as people change, we can increase the services as needed. If somebody's going to go away for a couple weeks and we need to increase our services, we will.
You will. Tell me about the daycare center, the adult daycare, the adult day center.
Yes, the adult day center is a place that people go. Some people go a couple times a week. Some people go more frequently or less frequently, but on average a couple times a week. And this is where they come to see their physician and get their medical care taken care of. Their physician, nurses. Again, we have physical therapy and occupational therapy, a full gym, their social work, and so forth. But it's also a social center.
Yes.
This is where they can meet their friends.
It's very important.
It is. It's a very important part of their lives. A lot of times it gives people a reason to get up on a dreary day. When you know you're going to go and have a fun day, you're more incentivized to get dressed and get on the van. We provide the transportation. We can even have people go into the home to help people onto the van
get them
to
ready,
get into the center. And once they're there, they participate in activities to keep their mind and their body in top form. So a lot of times folks that are having some memory problems really rely and improve from coming to the day center. They get a nice lunch while they're there. We have cooks on site that are very, very...
That's important. That's a focus, is the food too.
It is. Everybody raves about our food. They love it.
That's wonderful.
And it is very good. And it's also important to know that they're getting a nourishing, healthy meal.
Absolutely.
Because without us, sometimes people don't. And not only do we give that in the center, we can also provide the education and support to be able to do that in the home. Sometimes the easy food choices are not always healthy, so we'll teach people.
Even a matter of up and down the steps and just getting around to cook something, to take the time to cook something longer doesn't happen. And they aren't getting nourishment. Yeah, that's a wonderful service.
It is.
Hey, we're wrapping it up right now. Any last words that you can think of, the one main thing that people really need to know?
Sure. I think that we can be a safety net. So often people without us are headed down. They're at risk for a long-term placement in a nursing home. And that's an unnecessary risk to take.
Doesn't have to always happen.
Doesn't have to be that way. We can be the safety net. We can participate as much or as little as needed. Really, if anything that we've talked about resonates, please call and we can talk about the options.
Yeah, and of course we have your name and number and the website here at KDKA. Thank you, Brian.
Thanks.
Wonderful information. Now, if you'd like to know more about Life Pittsburgh, you can give Brian a call at 412-388-8050, or you can log on to lifepittsburgh.org. Now, if you'd like to advertise your products or services on Pittsburgh Living, you can give us a call at 412-575-2400, or you can email us at showcase@kdka.com. Well, up next, we have Dawn Roten from the Western Pennsylvania School for the Deaf. That's next when Pittsburgh Living continues.